Hi everybody, I'm going to pick up where we left off the other day after we added the back neckline to our t-shirt. If you are not satisfied with the shape, all you have to do is just use your direct selection, nudge it into place like I just did there. We're going to add sleeves next, and you want to make sure that you have all of your tools out when you're starting this project. So I have the reflection tool, I've got my pen tool, I have my layers, my strokes, swatches, and Pathfinder. Those are the tools that I have out right now. And so the first thing I want to do is I want to make a sleeve. So I'm going to go over here to the direct selection tool, and I'm only going to click on the second anchor point, that one that was curved in the sleeve, the armhole. And I'll show you what happens when you do that. These anchor points 1 and 3 remain white. You're going to want to Control C and then Control F, and of course if you're on a Mac it's Command, and then right click and join. Okay, so there's the beginning of your sleeve. We're going to be reflecting this to the other side. The next step she tells you to do is to add some anchor points. You don't want to be up here, you want to be down in here a little bit. Okay, so there's one, and then there's another one. Let me see if I get that right on the path there. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have your layers named. She uses silhouette, I'm just using front. And then you want to pick up your direct selection tool again, and then click, hold, and drag it out, and then I'm going to drag out this point following my croquis underneath to do like. So the next thing you're going to do after that is you are going to copy this sleeve to the other side. You will be selecting it, the whole sleeve, and then you are going to be clicking on your reflection tool. You're going to click Alt click, and then or Option click, and then you want to copy it, and there you have it. You have two sleeves. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see that, and I'm also going to turn off my croquis so you can see what I've done there. It's pretty easy. The next thing that you want to do is you're going to want to create a back version of this, okay? But before you create a back version, you want to make sure that you click all the way around this, and then you're going to group it. But I want to show you something ahead of time. We want to talk about strokes, and she goes into layers and organizing layers and strokes next, but I want to show you this first. You see how on this right here I have these little peaky points right here? You don't want that. And on page 53 in your textbook, she talks about how to get rid of that. So basically you're going to select around the whole piece with your selection tool, and you want to look at the different caps. And you also have a new panel right here where you're aligning strokes, but you want to do round cap and round join. And what that does, as you can see, is it just gets rid of all the little peaky parts. And you want to make sure that you don't have those peaky parts, because that's the sign of an amateur. When you open up somebody's drawing and you see that they haven't put on their caps and their corners. So just make sure that you do that for each garment that you're drawing, and your garment will look more professional. So that's what I wanted to show you today. So you can read over on the layers. We've talked about layers enough, I think, and I've already named my layer front. The next thing she wants you to do is she wants you to group it, and then she wants you to copy it. So as I've already said that you've already grouped it. We're all set